What is it? What is it that? Why is it, especially in this city, that we recycle politicians? And I'm excited for the fresh possibility of having a young,
that's true,
energetic, socially conscious possibility of a mayor, if indeed you just did decide to run. It would be refreshing, because it seems like we just keep going through, other than David Miller, who gave us a real fresh perspective for a few years as well, other than David Miller, it seems like we just recycle politicians. They go from this party to that party, to running municipally, to federally, to why is that, and what is it that if you decided that you maybe would decide at one point to possibly run for mayor, what is it that sets you apart from people like the Smithermans, who drives me nuts? That guy won't shut up.
Well, I've been around politics long enough to.
Did you know that Smitherman was going to wear a man diaper for like a whole day once?
But
it hurts the credibility. I gotta say.
I don't even want to slag these guys, but like,
these are facts.
Well, for me, it's a lot about positivities. People are going to go on the attack against myself, against others. I'll leave other people to do that. But
that's good.
For me, I've been around for 7 years almost at City Hall. I think that's long enough to pick up some expertise, some knowledge, and yet it's not long enough to get jaded, to get tired. You actually have the chance to do something, and then you move on and do something else.
You seem more optimistic than most too. You really do.
I like the city. I actually think it has a lot going for it. I see all the problems it has. I have to deal with a lot of the problems. But Toronto's actually a pretty amazing place to live, and you talk to people. We had the journalists in from the G8, G20 countries yesterday, and they're pretty impressed. They wanted to know about the environmental problems, all the other issues that the city is facing, but they were excited at what Toronto was doing, and so am I. And I know that there's huge challenges ahead. I don't have an answer for all those, quite honestly. Everything you throw out there, I'm not sure we're going to solve all those problems in the next 4 years. But I think with the right attitude and the right perspective, we can actually tackle some of those and bring people in and make some change.
It's good to hear, really, because most people, if they, were thinking of maybe running for mayor, might go in and make all these promises that, they'd like to do, but realistically, they probably won't accomplish in a short period of time. It's good to hear someone say, well, we probably won't solve everything, but we'll give it a pretty good shot.
They say in certain circles too, and Jay brings up a great point, you can have a career politician, be a politician, or you can have a young, vibrant person decide that he wants to affect change and is willing to learn how to affect change.
Well, and you do have to learn, you have to have some expertise that you bring into it. But the reality is the city's a huge place. There's 56,000 people that work for the city. It's the 6th largest government, 5th largest city on the continent, and one person alone, with only one vote out of 44, I guess the mayor makes 45, one vote out of 45 isn't going to be able to do it alone. They're going to need the help of the other city councilors, and they're going to have to compromise. They're going to have to work well with others. I mean, it's almost like that old play in preschool. You've got to work well with others, or else.
And that's often the problem with politicians.
Yeah.
They don't work well with others.
Or they act like preschoolers. Is that what you said?
Now, speaking of the 56